welfare fraud. Receiving welfare benefits isn't meant to be a free handout to just anyone, nor is it supposed to be a lifestyle enhancement for people too lazy to work. Instead, the intention of welfare is to be a hand-up for those who, for reasons out of their control, find themselves without the basic necessities of food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, etc. But there are always those who will try and defraud the system, thinking they can get away with it and be able to live a carefree life without the stresses of having to earn it at a job. Like the rest of us poor suckers who must pay the taxes that fund their free lifestyle. A father-daughter team in South Glens Falls, NY tried to scam the welfare system by filing fake documents. They were arrested by Warren County Sheriff's Office after collecting $1,200 in temporary public assistance. The daughter was charged with 6 felonies, including welfare fraud, while her father was charged with 1. Via the Post-Star, Queensberry, a Fort Edward man and his daughter were arrested this week after they were found to have filed false documentation so the daughter could receive public assistance, police said. Sabrina L. Fosmer, 33, of South Glens Falls, was charged with 6 felonies, including counts of welfare fraud, grand larceny and offering a false instrument for filing, while her father, Donald C. Piper, 59, of Fort Edward was charged with a single felony count of offering a false instrument for filing, the Warren County Sheriff's Office said in a news release. Image result for welfare fraud. Police said Fosmer received $1,200 in temporary public assistance after she and her father falsely represented she was renting an apartment from him in Queensberry, police said. Both were released pending prosecution in Queensberry Town Court. Sheriff's investigator Kevin Conine and Department of Social Services investigator Jessica Wilde handled the case. Getting caught was probably the best thing that could have happened to these two. At least they know now that stealing public assistance from the truly needy, that only ask for it when they must, isn't a crime taken lightly by the authorities. Maybe they will think twice before attempting anything like it, again. Source, The Post. Watch Megyn Kelly just got terrible news. She's done. Megyn Kelly's career is in a nosedive, and her latest attempt to salvage it seems to have failed. Kelly is having a difficult transition in her new role at NBC News. The former Fox News anchor is in hot water for her upcoming interview with pro-Trump reporter Alex Jones, resulting in the loss of major advertiser J.P. Morgan, via Wall Street Journal. This is what happens when you play both sides, Megyn. Ironically, Kelly has managed to upset everyone by her decision to feature Alex Jones on her show, and advertisers are pulling their support. InfoWars fans are rightly angry at Kelly for airing what will no doubt be an anti-Jones hit piece, while liberals are foaming at the mouth for even giving a platform to the controversial political commentator. She just can't win. The Alex Jones interview is coming on the heels of Kelly's interview with Russian President Vladimir Putin, which also erupted a controversy. Kelly started losing ratings even before her departure from Fox News. Now her new network is desperately hoping to generate a following for this very expensive on-air talent. Tucker Carlson, who replaced Kelly in the primetime slot, has generated higher ratings than Kelly ever could, averaging 21% more total viewers. Kelly's new show on NBC News debuted with a controversial interview with Vladimir Putin. Despite the stature of hosting such an important international figure, Kelly lost in the ratings to a rerun of 60 Minutes, via Breitbart. Kelly apparently turned down a $25 million per year deal with Fox News when she left for NBC, indicating that her new network was forced to pay a small fortune to acquire the anchor. However, since debuting on the network, Kelly has received little attention and has become desperate for ratings, via Mediaite. That is why Kelly asked Alex Jones to come on the show. Jones always delivers viewers, and his interviews on The Piers Morgan Show and The Joe Rogan Podcast are some of the most watched and listened to interviews ever. However, Kelly aired what she expected would garner her support from the left. Liberal crybabies cannot handle a differing opinion, and the mere presence of Jones on NBC has sent them into a tizzy. Conservatives are bothered by Kelly's efforts to likely misrepresent Jones and make Trump supporters look bad. In one fell swoop, Kelly managed to upset everyone in her attempt to pander to sniveling liberals. Are you glad Kelly's career is puttering out? Please share the story on Facebook and tell us what you think because we want to hear your voice. Border Patrol agents announce jaw-dropping underground discovery. If this doesn't prove the need for a wall, I don't know what will. The U.S. Border Patrol has discovered 224 underground tunnels used by Mexican cartels for human trafficking and drug smuggling. The Border Tunnel Entry Team, a special division of the Border Patrol, is tasked with infiltrating the extensive tunnel network, and have been dubbed tunnel rats. Via ABC News, cartels are currently able to smuggle smaller shipments of heroin and cocaine through existing border checkpoints, or by crossing the border illegally, so the tunnels are used for larger shipments. The tunnels are sophisticated, including a rail system, lighting, and ventilation. One tunnel is 70 feet deep and almost 3,000 feet long. Huge shipments of marijuana are now smuggled underground, since the large quantity and foul odor are easily detected at border crossings. The D estimates that these tunnels cost between $1 and $2 million to construct and maintain, but they can generate several more millions in illegal profit if they go undetected. Most of the tunnels end up in Arizona or California. Lance Lenoir, leader of the Tunnel Rats Division of the Border Patrol, says the cartels will tunnel anywhere they want to. It's wherever they can get a building on the south side and a building on the north side. Location, location, location. Lenoir's team uses ground-penetrating radar and acoustic devices, in addition to classic investigative techniques, to try to find the tunnels. The Border Patrol keeps tabs on warehouses near the border, monitoring for suspicious activity and large piles of dirt. Once detected, agents must undertake the dangerous task of infiltrating the tunnels to map them. After that, they fill the holes in with concrete. The Department of Homeland Security spends over $1 million a year just filling the tunnels. The Mexican government attempts to seal the holes, but they claim it is too expensive to fill them with concrete. Smugglers have tapped into sealed tunnels at least 7 times in recent years. Thankfully, President Trump is acutely aware of the problem. He has vowed to build a wall along the Mexican border, and has already signed an executive order to spur on construction. President Trump promised during the election that he will find and dislocate tunnels and keep out criminal cartels. The wall will be part of an overall strategy deployed by President Trump to keep the border safe. Aerial surveillance will help detect the smuggling operations along with other advanced technologies. The huge profits being generated by the tunnels ensures that they will continue to be a problem, but we are now equipped with a president who is willing to invest what's needed into solving the problem. We need to protect our border in order to protect our country. The border is not just a crossing point for illegal immigrants who plan to abuse our social services, it is used to smuggle in the drugs that destroy our communities. We have a duty to block these cartels to make America safe again. Do you think Trump can stop this problem? Please share the story on Facebook and tell us what you think because we want to hear your voice. Huge news just broke about Bill Clinton. He makes major announcement. No one saw this coming. Since previous President Clinton left office in 2001, we were all trusting that he and Hillary would, as Barack and Michelle ought to, step away unobtrusively from open life and appreciate the life of retirement. Lamentably, that is not the situation. Rather, we're past overexposed to the Clintons, as Hillary has now made 2 fizzled endeavors to wind up the president, and Bill has attempted to raise money for their slush support known as the Clinton Foundation. Be that as it may, it's not over for these Clintons. As Hillary has as of late reported her arrangements to bring cash up and talking expenses for a political activity advisory group, Bill Clinton has his very own few arrangements. What's more, that is, to compose a novel. Maybe composing a legitimate and later collection of memoirs would demonstrate excessively, as Bill's adventures in the current over a wide span of time may uncover too many skeletons. so fiction is a protected place for him. From right-wing news, many people have been hoping that, with Hillary Clinton's devastating loss in November, the Clintons would finally retire from the public eye. But that appears to not be true. Hillary has been making public speeches again, and now, Bill Clinton has just announced some new plans of his own. Clinton said he is writing his first novel, alongside best-selling author James Patterson. The book, titled The President is Missing, will be released in June of 2018 and will be jointly published by Alfred A. Knopf and Hachette, Clinton and Patterson's respective publishers. So far, not much is known about the plot of the novel. While the fictional president will be at the center of the story, all that has been said so far is that it will be a unique amalgam of intrigue, suspense and behind-the-scenes global drama from the highest quarters of power. For his part, Clinton has spoken enthusiastically about the book. Working on a book about a sitting president, drawing on what I know about the job, life in the White House, and the way Washington works, has been a lot of fun, he said in a statement. And working with Jim has been terrific. I've been a fan of his for a very long time. Maybe composing this novel will keep Bill occupied while Hillary is away on her talking visits to raise money. In any case, this book might be a sort of chronicled fiction, however, will most likely have more truth in it than Bill's indictment hearing in Congress. What do you think about this? Do not hesitate and write your thoughts in the comment section below. Share the truth, be patriots. Thank you for reading. H.T. Right Wing News.